You're good. Brian is on the problem, and so is Colin. 3.
I've never seen this kind before, so I got it.
Oh, there you go.
It's good.
Guys, I am back. I do apologize for losing stream here.
We had to reboot it. Yep, it's back up now.
So it is currently 4-6 overall. There we go. All right, guys, I do apologize. I made some adjustments to the stream here, hopefully to prevent what happened from happening. We will see. Welcome back, guys. Let me know that you guys can see the tournament and stream just fine on y'all's end. I'm going to get it reshared back out on my end here in just a second. Guys, that is Mr. Colin for Team The Problem right there, shooting versus Mr. Emmanuel. Let's see here. I just saw Mr. Brian get another rack for Team The Problem there. They're making a little comeback here. Hey, Jess, how's it going? Guys, I may be quiet for just a moment here. I need to get my stream links back and everything going on. Well, welcome back, Kelly.
Hello. Oh, it looks like Brian on the other table picked up a point.
Yep, already changed it.
Oh, perfect. Good.
Yes, ma'am.
And we got Emmanuel shooting right now, looking to pick up another point for La Machine. Took me a minute to get oriented again. We were so in the groove of who's who before, and then it just all, turned over for a minute.
It did.
I won't say it fell apart, but, OBS just got a little mad. We're back, though. Thanks for being here. Thanks for clicking the share button. I can see people are finding us and coming on back in. Apologies for that minor mishap there. Emmanuel grabbing another point for the team. 5-1. That brings the overall score between the Problem and La Machine to 4-7. And yes, I'm going to say it that obnoxiously every time.
I love it.
Every time in a horrible, not at all French or Spanish or anything that would use la.
I'm almost done getting all my links here.
So I selfishly used our little break here to chow down on some food, which I had been lacking in today so far. And I have to admit, I'm having a little trouble right now because I want to finish off my super crunchy chips.
Guys, I got to tell you, these are sweet chili and sour cream chips.
They're the Miss Vicky's kettle
Yeah,
chips, and I've never seen this kind before,
so
and they
good.
are good.
They smell so good.
But they're so crunchy, and if I try and eat them while I'm on the mic, they're just going to hear my crunching.
Tell you, for those joining back in here that weren't here just a moment ago, Kelly and I are super excited. We weren't sure if we were going to have a Masters team get up here on the live stream. So you got both 8-ball, 9-ball Masters ladies and a second chance tournament. Also, they're running a like a little mini mania style doubles format. And in case all that was enough, there are actual mini manias going on that will be continuing to go on as well. So there are a ton of options, a ton of different gameplay, multiple vendors here. I know I've already seen Florian in the house as well. And it's going to be just a continued great event. So, guys, make sure you are staying tuned. I will be leaving y'all here very shortly, though, Kelly. I'll have to go play here in a moment for Paul Miller's team.
I know. You're going to be moving away at 6 o'clock to go join a 9-ball team in the tournament. Lucky you.
In fact, we are on officially table 35 and 36. I literally just had CompuSport text me.
Oh, perfect. So the exact opposite side of the room.
Yeah,
Good.
just exact opposite. No big deal.
That'll make it really easy to commentate and play.
Yeah, no big deal. I know what I'll do is I'll just remote in on my phone here.
Oh, yeah, that's going to go real well. So you guys are going to have fun. I'm excited that we've got Jacksonville representation here. I'm excited that this is a region in APA and CPA that Jacksonville APA hasn't had a whole lot of interaction with. So it's really a cool opportunity for players from all over to get together and see old friends, new friends, visit a new area. It's one of the cool things about APA is the opportunity to compete in different local, regional, and worldwide events.
Worldwide, indeed. I still can't believe this is going on. It's so awesome. It is so awesome.
We are watching here, though, a Masters match between The Problem and La Machine. And these are both Montreal-based teams that are in the tournament.
Ooh, he needs the bump out here.
So if you are here for either of these teams representing Montreal, thank you so much for being here on the stream. Make sure you hit the share button and let the Montreal player base know that they're here and to chime in and support the local teams.
100%. And speaking of with the Montreal team as well here, so both teams are Canadian, but Team The Problem is representing out of Whitby, Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah, it was funny. They said, like, say it's next to such and such, and then one of the guys was like, no, say it's next to this. And I said, I was like, I see what you're about to have me do. I said, I ain't stepping in no landmines. I'll straight up tell Stream that you said something bad about Tim Hortons. Like, don't try me.
Check out that defense.
What a leave.
Wow. Oh, the only thing that kind of, I mean, it's crazy. That is such a good defense. And yet at the Masters level, the fact that he left it in the pocket means like, oh, it's not safe yet.
Yeah, they didn't save it all. Nice little instant replay, guys, for y'all. That was a good shot by Mr. Collin for Team The Problem right there. Very nicely done.
Crazy how some of these Masters guys can find the pocket using, I don't know how many rails that would have been, but he almost had it.
Yeah, he almost had it twice.
That was going to be like 7 rails if he had had that. That's why I was saying, like, it's never safe. If it's in the pocket, oof. So you can kind of hear the uptick in the room. You could see the traffic moving around. Table assignments just went out on CompuSport for the 6 o'clock 9-ball round that's about to start. You can hear the excitement because this is a round of pool in this room where everybody is just stepping up to their first match, I think. This is the first 9-ball round, right?
I believe so, yeah. I have not heard or seen any other 9-ball being played, with the exception, of course, Masters. But, yeah, in terms of the individual format, yeah, I have not seen it played yet at all, so I'm very, very excited, to say the least. And I know the winner for most of them for this round, if they win, they go on to play again at 11 o'clock tonight.
A nice rack there for Colin. An important rack there for Colin. What Colin just secured is that there will be 9-ball in this match.
Oh,
so
very true, yeah.
This will be the last rack of 8-ball. There will be 8-ball in this match. This will be the last rack of 9-ball that these two will play. It is the 8th rack of 9-ball that they're about to play. And after 8 racks of 9-ball in the Masters format, you switch over to the other format. And maybe 8-ball is Colin's game. Maybe that's a really important swing. I don't know.
Now, Colin did win the lag. And if I remember correctly, I believe he broke. So I think that means that Emmanuel chose the format. So you may be right. This may be Colin's game may actually be 8-ball. And he said, hey, you know what? I feel like I'm going to leave it up to kind of chance to see if my opponent's going to choose the one that suits me better, one way or the other. And I just really want to get a break and get a handle on everything going. And who knows? Who knows? It's definitely an interesting style. This is one of the things I love about Masters is the fact that when you lag, you're making 2 decisions. You're not just, all right, I get a break. Woo! Like, no. Not necessarily.
Well, he made one on the break. I missed which one, but he made one. Can you put it back up over here?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
Thanks. He made one on the break, so he will continue to shoot. And that table looks like something he can work with.
7 ball is down and out, but I guess my real question is how he's going to handle the 2, but I think if he can get past
Right
the 2,
here.
he's fine.
Yep. No problem.
Take it to the top left-hand corner.
And it's so fun to watch these higher level matches sometimes. Just the finesse and the touch. I mean, that was 100% touch.
I'm just always so impressed with the fact that they were able to get a hold of the table as well as they did.
How about the fact that these tables weren't even set up as of last night? And that's how crazy easy it is for Diamond to come along and plop tables in place. The Diamond crew here, the installers, worked through the night to make these tables available today by the 3 o'clock round time. They set up the 12 minis in the minis room downstairs. They had the 48 in this room, and there's 6 more wandering around in other places in the venue here. And they did a great job and worked hard and worked all night long.
Yes, they did. I just saw Team La Machine score another point, so I do have it updated for you guys. Yeah, Landon's liking the Masters format being played. There we go. And this is up your alley, sir.
Look at that leave. I can't tell if it gets around that 5 ball there. Look at that. We got another angle. This angle is not quite as high as the other one, so we can't get out of view of all our passerbyers. We probably won't click over quite as often, but
yeah, this room's catching some fire now. I got to give a shout out though to what Colin was trying to do. He was really trying to slow down the roll here. He felt like he was going to get ball in hand regardless, and he was trying to tie up that 6 and 8 a little closer. He was looks like a little over 2 balls maybe distance away, roughly, from landing that pretty perfect right there. But that is a great defense option. For those that may be working on defensive shots in their game, this is a huge opportunity. People feel like defensive shots, always mean that you're blocking your opponents and, keeping them from. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to what they're talking about here. But keeping your opponent from being able to land another shot. But right there, if you feel like you're going to get ball in hand, if you can tie up and slow their acceleration into the rest of the rack, that's a great choice.
yeah, but I think both of them are about to do things that a lot of times we forget about as defensive options. And in the last shot, we saw Colin shot into the 8 ball, intentionally not shooting the lowest ball on the table and to give ball in hand. And now Emmanuel has given ball in hand back, or at least I thought that's what he was doing. Is he not doing that?
No, he's not doing that. I thought he was about to as well for a second, but that's interesting.
But either way, it definitely looks like he is about to defense back. So I thought he was handing it to him, which was kind of surprising. But
Colin was trying to ask me a question. I can't hear him from here.
I think he was asking us a question about the table, which
we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, and it's not ours. So impressive choice. I like it.
I wonder if that 3's frozen to the bottom rail at all. If it is frozen, by the way, guys, for those that don't know at home, frozen means that it's tied, it's touching, making physical contact with that rail. After he makes contact with it, the 3 and or the cue ball would then still have to make contact again. Now
that would have been real nice, but I don't think there was a rail.
I don't think there was a rail either. Yeah.
Now, this is not our position to volunteer that information. I don't think there was a rail. Tim doesn't think there was a rail, but it is up to the players on the table. We are not involved in the calls of the match in any way. Our job is to commentate, and that is it. So that was a good hit on that one.
Guys, we're going to validate the score here in a moment just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I just saw La Machine getting another rack right over there. Nice hit there.
In the Masters format, every rack is a point earned for the team. So that's where the 5 to 9 is coming in so early on. Both tables that you see on the screen here are for the same active match between the Problem and La Machine. We've got Emmanuel shooting here at the table right in front of us. He is on La Machine, and Brian on the back, or no, Renaud.
Brian is for team the Problem. He's the captain of the Problem on the top table, so he's in the the black shirt right over there.
So Ronald, who's breaking on the second
Yep.
table over there right now, is also on La Machine. So
Yep.
we're trying to keep up with the score for you and make sure that that team score is updated. We'll check it once in a while. All the events this weekend are being played on 2 tables.
Which is awesome. I really love
It keeps it moving.
Yeah, it keeps everything moving along. Plus, there's a little wrench in your game of your strategy here. You got to be very smart about your strategy here of who you're putting up and why, and
That's right.
make some good, wise decisions here. And I like it because, it's just something a little different here. It's nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done. Going to draw that down to the bottom long rail here. Get perfect shape. I hope he isn't straight on that too much. I kind of like a little angle here just to drift easier to the top rail and over.
Yeah, I think he got it in a workable position right
Yeah.
here. But one thing we didn't talk about earlier, you were asking about differences between the master format and standard format. I didn't even think about it. We're not keeping track of points here. So
Yeah.
if you're watching and you're used to the APA Masters format where you count every ball, each ball counts as 1 point, 9 ball counts as 2, that's
Sure.
not what's happening in this match. In this match, they're just playing 9 ball to make the 9 to win.
Yep.
And if they make the 9, pocket the 9 at any point in time, they pick up a point for the team.
They can also do an early 9 as well, guys. They can absolutely use a combo. They still have to hit the lowest ball on the table here.
For sure.
However, if they are able to make a combo, they are good to go. Which you don't always, I'm trying to think now, that's still few and far between. I feel like the combos usually happen, still kind of out of necessity to an extent with Masters usually in most cases. What's been your experience with that, Kelly?
Combos are risky.
Yeah.
Unless it's a pretty dead-on play. Wow, what a nice shot. Did you see that spin?
I love the spin, and I loved his body
The action
English.
after?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
body English.
Yeah,
What
the
a,
body
I like
English,
that.
yes. There was definitely some body English with that one.
Woo, look at that spin. Hey, there it
Hey,
is.
good
Emmanuel
out.
picking up rack number 6. That is the conclusion of the 9-ball set. So they're going to switch over now to 8-ball and play a maximum of 5 racks of 8-ball to finish out the match between these 2 players.
So on the YouTube side, we got Michael Sullivan asking a very important question. He said, no ref to watch hits? Absolutely. There are at least 4 refs in this room at this point in time. All volunteers, by the way, so definitely shout out to them and much love. You can simply raise your cue or find one if you don't see one walking around close by, and you can absolutely ask for a shot to be watched. However, I do want to emphasize this just as something very important in case people do not know. You live and die by what that ref calls. There is no argument with the ref of this, that, and the other. If the ref calls it a good hit, it's a good hit. Ref calls it a bad hit, it's a bad hit. That's all the discussion there has to be had about it. So make sure you do know that very well here. But again, we have wonderful volunteer refs. Huge shout out to them for being here and supporting the event. And definitely appreciate all that they're doing for this to give us a nice, wonderful, well-rounded event, to say the least.
I am surprised that there was not a request a couple times during that last match to watch a hit. So I'm not sure. Maybe a lot of times with Masters players too, they won't have hits watched quite as frequently as lower level players, lower skill level players. Sometimes they can just tell by the angle of the ball or at their level of play, they just know it's really unlikely. Where if you have a lower skill level player shooting at a shot where if it's implemented correctly, then you won't have any problems, right? But I mean, I'm definitely capable of being a diamond off on the table.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
But Masters players are not often a diamond off, and so it's a little bit more predictable as to the tight situations where you may want to have it watched.
I definitely agree.
But even on that, I think they should have had some watched last rack.
Definitely. And by the way, guys, I switched over to that camera angle real fast because that was Brian on the 9-ball scoring another point for Team The Problem. Brian is the team captain for that. So he is in the black shirt towards the kind of top right hand of your screen right there.
About to break.
Yep, about to break right over here. And then it was Renaud is who he's against in the orange there. Again, that's table 2 at the top of your screen. We got
This
a
is
manual at the table
interesting.
right now.
You were asking earlier about kind of what's the magic number for your team to win,
Yeah.
right? So at this point, Emmanuel just needs one more rack to win the match against Colin.
Oh, true. I didn't even realize he was on the hill right now. Wow.
You forgot all about that
yeah,
part, right?
yeah,
There's so
and-
many numbers.
Well, not just that, but like this match has flown by. I mean, we started. I mean, it's it hasn't been that long ago. It's probably been a solid half hour maybe roughly that we started with this matchup here, and we're about to be, let's see, that's 8 racks, so we're on rack number 9 already, with the potential of this first matchup between these two teams already coming to a conclusion.
Well, gosh, there's only been a couple of these racks that have been more than 1 or 2 innings.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is, again, this is why I enjoy watching Masters so much from time to time, is I look at the gameplay that hopefully I'll be able to invest the time in and stuff, and you as well, and be able to get to this level one day. And it's just so awesome to see these guys, again, all the time and support they put into their whole craft here.
I don't know that my practice regimen is going to get me here.
I don't know if mine will either, to be honest with you.
By the way, that is entirely facetious. My practice regimen is being interrupted by players during league night. Right, Tim?
Kelly, what's this rule? What's the rule, Kelly? What's the rule?
So as long as you're not doing that, then yes, you too could be a master one day.
Oh, this is amazing. I love this.
So yes, we were talking numbers. So Emmanuel only needs 1 more to win
Yeah.
against Colin,
Yep.
which would put La Machine at 11 if that were to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other table there, I don't know how many more racks Brian needs. Because we don't know the individual score over there, right?
It's 4-4 right now over there.
Well, yeah, you can do math, Tim.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
But
I was trying to not do math. Obviously, talking about score is going to be more effective if we don't do it.
I'm not going to be able to do that once they put the third matchup going on over there.
Oh,
So
yeah, no.
I'll definitely be off then, 100%. I'm like,
That's right. I wasn't being
something.
lazy. I was just teaching, not giving false expectations
Bingo.
for later.
Bingo, absolutely. which is again, this is fun to see. But guys, let's play this out real fast here. So Colin could still snag the next 5 racks. If he does for Team the Prom, that's going to make it 11-10 at the end of this matchup here, putting it very, very close. And as we know on table 2, it's 4-4 right this second as well, which means that one's a tight race as well. I mean, this is far from over. Far from over between these two, which is nice to see. I know sometimes with these teams, you might have a kind of shutout between the first 2 matches. Third guy really doesn't have to do much or play at all kind of deal.
Right.
Situation, so there could be some disappointment. I always want to be able to play in these events and stuff whenever I'm on a team. I'm always craving just to be able to be like, yeah, I played 3 matches there, and this is how I did and stuff like that. So.
Emmanuel looking to close this out. This is a tough one right here, though.
Yeah, it's all
Ooh.
about that 4 ball. He's got an interesting bank shot here.
He does, but he doesn't like it. You see him wiping the sweat from his brow on this one.
Well, he's got to let this bank open, so I'm thinking he's going to use a little top left here to do so. And realistically, he's got to come off that top short rail. He's got to hit the bottom left-hand side of the table here towards the long rail, or I'm sorry, top left of the short rail, bottom long rail, and then come back up and over to have even eyes on the 8 ball. I mean, this table's going to run that cue ball all around. So I just don't know what he's going to do about 8 ball afterwards. Honestly,
I think he's going to back bank it into the
ooh,
side.
into the bottom side. I see that. I saw him line up for that. I like that option.
Yeah. I
If
like
he-
it too. I actually, oh, nope, there he goes.
Oh,
He goes to
I
the
guess
other
we're
one.
bank. Maybe. I mean, he might still get back up. I feel like he's just not sure about it. He's not liking it.
Ooh,
He let it open a little too much.
wow. Or was he planning that defense the whole time and we didn't know it? Oh, we're not playing 9 ball.
No, we're not playing 9 ball. No, I didn't think he could control the cue ball as well as he just did. I got to give him mad props. I was 100% off on every call on that. He controlled that cue ball extremely well on these super fast, fresh felt tables. And that's
That
what
was
I'm talking about.
impressive.
Yeah, that cue ball was going to go running is what I 100% expected.
He just hid the 4 ball so well from the cue ball that I forgot that we were.
And he had such shape on that 8 ball too to
He
close
did.
it out. Colin needs to take this as an answered blessing here and finish this rack out, at least get that 3rd point under his belt and see what he can do here.
I like the choice to go all the way over to that left rail and back rather than try and hold it, talking about holding a cue ball.
What's funny is we went to the 8 ball formats on both tables at the same time, by the way.
Did we?
Yeah.
I didn't even
I
realize
just
it.
realized that they're playing 8 ball up there on the top table. I talk about just keeping up with the pace of each other.
There it is, a point for Colin and another point for the problem.
Team The Problem says, the problem is I don't care about your machining your rusty bolts. I'm going to take you out.
There
Take
he
it. There it
is. There he is. He just needed to get settled in foreign territory,
I
guys.
most certainly did. Had to get that first official stream under the belt here.
These are really good. I'm going to have to look for these on American soil.
There you are. Well, I'm really excited. I mean, both captains, again, like I said, are playing on opposite tables. Brian's on the top table there. His opponent is Renaud right there, who's in the orange off the top part of your screen. And then here on the bottom table is Mr. Manuel, who was just racking, definitely on the hill here, 6-3 against Mr. Colin. Will both captains be
8 on the break.
What a break. Let's go.
8 on the break.
Second time
it was
on
so
stream.
easy and simple, too.
Second
Did you watch
time.
it? Just
Yes,
kind
I
of
did.
float on in there.
Oh, man.
There it is for you, a replay on there. What a simple break, too.
I mean,
Like,
just in the same side pocket, too,
Yep.
by the way. That's the bottom
That
side
was the
pocket
one.
again, yeah.
if you guys
Very
are coming to
nicely
the
done.
stream table later on in the tournament, just keep in mind, side pocket right there is eating them.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is for sure.
Well, that is a game changer, I feel like. To go down from 6-2, and now all of a sudden we're 6-4, and in the Masters world, 2 racks down is not that detrimental.
Yeah, not with every rack being a point here. Glenn on the Facebook side asked a great question. I'm going to give this one to you here. He says, hey, guys, how are you? Doing well. But he said, I noticed they don't have to mark the 8-ball.
So in Masters, they can mark or call the pocket if it's agreed to. That is not the rule for the non-Masters format, but in the Masters format, that is the rule. While we got that breaking going on, we'll go ahead and give you a little picture over there of Renaud. I'm so sorry. I know that I'm not saying his name right.
I think it is Renaud. I think it is.
I think it's probably not meant to be like Ray. Like, so, I don't know.
It is Renaud.
I'm not sure.
Renaud?
But anyways.
I tried to add an accent to it. I probably butchered it worse. And then here, I'll probably say after this rack, depending on what happens, maybe if Emmanuel wins this rack, I'll go confirm and make sure we got a proper score update here after this one, just to be 100%.
Seems like it should be correct.
Yeah, I think we've been on it pretty well. So
Yep.
it's a little tough, but it's nice that we don't have to worry about any of the extra stuff too. So. This is a cluster of 8-ball. It goes from 8 on the break. Hey, there we go. Guys, y'all see the cues being raised. The ref is being called in.
There, yeah, we were asking earlier, so what's going on?
Tino, thank you. Scored. Oh, no, I didn't add the extra point for the problem. Thank you so much, Tino. I'm assuming by 9 you mean that's for the problem, should be. Give me 1 second. We'll get that updated.
Okay. Well, the room is definitely got a different energy and atmosphere than it did 20 minutes ago, huh?
Tino, I apologize to ask this of you, but if you can keep us up to date on it just in case we get off, it would be greatly appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much. And Tino, which team are you representing for over there? Are you one of the ones at the table near us?
We'll get it worked out.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
But it seems that we are up to date now. It is neck and neck. So different than where we were not 20 minutes ago in this match.
Nice, your son plays. Very good. Well, Tino, which one is your son? Let's give your son a shout out here, please. But again, appreciate the support. Ooh, getting a little. I know there's a strike block on that side pocket, but that 8-ball just moved so much. I can't help but to get the heebie-jeebies for a second. Oh, yes, it does.
Makes you nervous when that thing starts going like that.
Hey, so Marco, Carinici? I'm assuming is how you pronounce the last name. So Marco's on Team The Problem there. Thank you, Tino. Well, maybe we'll get to see Marco on the live stream. I hope so for you being here in the stream and being here to support. That would be too awesome. Thank you so much. It absolutely makes me so happy when I know family is in the live streams. Such a big deal. Well, the tables open up a little bit here. Solids are still in a little bit of a whack just because of where like the 2 situation is going on with the 3 and the 4 to an extent. I know the 2 goes in that side pocket, but you only have so much of an angle to be able to work with that. Colin's going to have some opportunity here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they'll be able to kick it out okay. The 3 ball's pretty trapped at the moment.
If they can get, if Emmanuel can get eyes on the 2 and can just brush in gently, I think maybe he'll be left on the top rail, but he may be shooting over that 4 to work with that 3 afterwards.
That's if he even gets a turn at the table. I
That's
think
true.
Colin has pretty good odds here of a nice run.
Well, the only ball I'm worried about is that top stripe there towards the top left here. That's my only real concern. I think he needs to take it right here.
He's thinking about it, but I think if he also came and took the 11 first, the other direction, he might even get some better shape. He could also potentially, risky, but try to squeeze through that 3 and 5 ball too if he needed to. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't just take it here, though. I know he knows this shot.
Yeah, and he's got that other stripe sitting right next to the 2 for that side pocket as well. He can also play that stripe in an interesting way. I don't know if he'll take advantage of it being there, but he can use that stripe to hit off the 2.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good speed.
They're so dialed in on this table. It's amazing. David Burke asking on the Facebook side if any Jacksonville or Orange Park team is going to be streamed. We don't know who's coming up to live stream here, David. If it happens, it happens. But we honestly do not know. That is being planned outside of our hands here.
I'm not even sure that it's even being planned. I think it's random. I think CompuSport is assigning table numbers, and
sure are.
if it falls is kind of the general idea right now. So we shall see who ends up being here, but we are glad to be here and providing the service for the tournament this weekend.
Nicely done. Way to handle this rack. Colin has very impressed me with this one. Very nicely done.
He's been so smooth and calm and collected. Even out like on the sidelines, I've been noticing he does not seem to be a very frazzled player at all. He's just been kind of chilling at the table when it's not his turn. And even when he was down, he just chilled at the table.
Nice fire right there. I like the little oomph behind that one.
I liked the big breath right before he took it too.
Yeah.
Like, let me just relax and go back to the chill self.
What y'all didn't see, by the way, directly across from his table, so from our screen point of view here, it'd be to the right of your screen where you're not going to be able to see it, is one of the other tables. There was a player there that was towards their end of their table, basically kind of in his line of sight. Nothing that they were doing on purpose, just in there. That's why he actually was taking a second to reset, chalk back up, take a moment, take that breath that you said.
Oh, yeah, I
was
didn't know. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it was a very smart play on his part. He was not going to let anything that's going on around him distract him, and that's the way you handle that situation. Just take an extra moment. There's nothing wrong with that. David, thank you for the comment about the great stream. 8 ball almost to the bottom side pocket again. It was drifting down there. Ended up towards the middle diamond here off the bottom long rail. That was about to be wild. We're about to have a hill matchup on our side here. And as new people are joining the stream, our one ask and favor throughout the entirety of this event, guys, is hit that share button. If you have particular friends that are interested in the stream, don't hesitate just to tag them right in the stream and chat. You can do that as well. But let people know this is going on and show the CPA the love and support here. I'm going to send out a quick link. These are 4 very important links. You have both Jacksonville APA's Facebook and YouTube page where the streams are currently being held. You also have the wonderful CPA Facebook page here for the actual Montreal Invitational as well. And then you have CompuSports to be able to follow at home for your favorite team, see how they are doing in the overall tournament, see what times they play next. All the information is there for you to be able to enjoy.
Interesting. I think it only pasted 3 of the 4 in the YouTube. Like I see it above where it did them all in the restream one. That's interesting. So both of these teams, if you have joined us in the last 20 minutes or so, we haven't mentioned it. Both of these teams are Canadian teams. One of the teams is from Montreal. The other is from Ontario. Is that what you said?
They are from, hold on here, I don't want to say it wrong, Whippy, Ontario, yes.
Whippy, Ontario.
Let me try just reposting the CompuSports. Sorry for the double post here, guys, but want to make sure that comes through on the YouTube side. There it goes. Perfect.
There we go, yes.
Perfect, perfect. Collins on a roll here. I wonder if he's going to let this cue ball kind of come in between the rails here. No, he's going to try to control it and not go for it. Nice little defense there, but I think it may have leaked out a little too much here for the 7 ball. Sorry, Kevin, let me pull this back up here for you. And if I just saw, I see Mr. Reynard racking again over there. That means Brian got another point for Team The Problem.
Wow, keeping it so close. That's awesome. That's what you want to see in any of these matches. It's just, you don't want to see anybody get run over. You don't want to see anybody struggling. So it seems that both of these teams are having a good first couple of matches and keeping it tight.
So, Tino, is it pronounced Whitby?
Whitby.
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 And thank you for that, Tino. Tino's got us the hookup. I appreciate this. This is exactly what we're needing in streams. There we go. 20 minutes east of Toronto. Yeah, Tino, I don't remember what they were saying earlier, but they were definitely trying to get me to say it was near something, and then one of the guys was like, don't say that. And I was like, I see y'all trying to make me walk into a landmine here. I was like, I'm going to tell stream that y'all don't like Tim Hortons.
Look at this. Collins got a chance to even it up, make it 6-6. Emmanuel standing kind of close to the stream table, so I'm being quiet now. But yeah, he's right here.
Yes, he is.
But he kind of standing back here, shaking his head a little bit. This is the way Masters goes. You are never safe until you seal the deal. And you know, you were again asking about differences earlier in standard formats and whatnot. So in regular 8-ball or 9-ball, you're going to earn points for your team based on how well you do, but you're not going to earn a point for every rack that you win. And so it changes a little bit in Masters. A win is not a win necessarily.
True.
Like a 7-6 win is not as strong as a 7-2 win or something. So all those points really, really, really matter.
Yes, they do. And right now, guys, that means that for both players for Team The Prom, so that is both Brian and Colin right now, they are on the hill. And for Team La Machine, Emmanuel's on the hill for this matchup that we're watching on Table 1. But Table 2, it means Mr. Reynard there is at 4 out of the possible 7. So he has got to get a couple more racks in here before or close it out beforehand to really secure a couple more of those points. If not, going into matchup number 3, the Problem will have the advantage. Ooh, 8-ball drifting all the way there to the top right-hand corner of the table. Yeah,
that's an unusual spot for that to land after a break. Colin in a rough spot right there. He broke him real well, spread him out nice, and made nothing. That's a hard one, especially in Masters.
So if both Colin and Brian close this out on this this rack here, they'll be up 14-10 going into matchup number 3.
So then that's where you can start to project.
Yeah, that's when the points start to matter there. So
La Machine would have to.
They have to get the win no matter what.
Yep.
And they can't tie. So honestly, they would
have to hold the Problem to.
Oh, to 2 racks then, because the Problem got 3 racks. It would be 17-17 at best.
Yeah, they'd have to hold them.
that gets spicy.
All of a sudden, you know the scenario.
Yeah, I got this now. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm back on the boat here. Wifey asking me from the Facebook side, when am I playing? My team is currently up playing right now. I have not been called over there, but we're literally on the opposite end of the tournament room.
We were excited to get to sit down and do this match a little bit. The rounds are a little bit staggered here. So 5 o'clock was a Masters start time. 6 o'clock was a 9-ball start time. So I'm not sure when we'll have another match on this table for you once the Masters has ended. We're kind of just opportunistically streaming when there's matches on these tables, but there may be some downtime. But I say all this to say that if you have not subscribed to us on YouTube, make sure you cruise over there and hit subscribe. And the benefit to doing that is that you will be notified when we go live again. So if you want to make sure that you're catching all the matches, hit the subscribe button on YouTube so you can get those notifications. Now I'm like confused because I'm watching both tables. Trying to see.
I am too. I'm trying to catch the,
Which one
the
do I
top
wanna
table
watch?
when it goes down here. It looks like Mr. Reynard's on solids and has some work to do. But of course, the downfall that I've always seen in Masters is the more you run out, the clearer the table is for your partner to do, or your opponent to go through one quick fatal swoop against you.
Yep.
And you got to be really cautious, know when to hit that those brakes.
It's so funny, though, because it's like, oh, I don't want to run them all out because then the table's wide open for my opponent. But then the other side is like, well, I don't want to make them all because then I got nothing to hide behind.
Exactly.
Hey, I think I figured out how to be a pool player.
There's the part of me, too, that just like, I'm like, but like if I can run them all out, I want to so badly.
Right.
But I know
should
better.
hide 'em.
Yeah,
But I should hide them. Yep.
I see Jose and Bama over there. Some of our Jacksonville crew in the building.
Hello. CompuSport.
CompuSport's the right answer.
CompuSport has all the answers. If you want to know how everybody's doing in the tournament, who's in the tournament that you know, how your friends and family and teams are doing, you can search by team name or player name in CompuSport, and they will come right up. You don't have to search for the tournament or anything. So just go search them. They'll pop up, and it'll show you the events that they're playing in or have played in, which is kind of a neat record to have as a player.
By the way, Emmanuel has a great run out here. He's going to get it back above that 5-ball for the bottom side pocket. 6 goes all day long and leads you straight over to the 8s.
Ooh, is that why you're sitting over here quiet?
Yes, I am.
Just like not wanting to ruin the run out?
No, I'm not wanting to ruin the run out. And again, I'm not for one team or the other, but I want to see this run out work. Just because I was able to see it so well on it. I just want to see him just land this run out.
I also see Ronaldo's taking his time back there on a run out as well. Wow, yeah, but he's got that. Now the 10-ball, I think that's a 10-ball, poses a little bit of a challenge for him in the middle. He might run into it when he's trying to gain that shape.
Tino, thank you for the kind words and compliment, my friend. I appreciate you. There we go. This could be it for the win. This is major. This is a really big deal here. This really flips the script I was thinking might end up happening against Team La Machine. And he did so.
There it is.
Nice closeout.
All right, we have our first win of the Masters match. Masters matches are only 3 matches. We're flipping over here. We're watching Ronald. He's been working on this run the whole time Emmanuel was over there shooting. And while the 2 teams get somebody thrown up on the other table there. So again, this is the last rock for these guys too.
It could be if Brian wins it. Let me double check here. Yeah, Brian's for team the problem.
So we are playing 2 tables. There are 3 Masters matches. These teams will for sure be having another match to settle the team match. So they're working on getting those guys up to the table. And man, they're cruising. They're already lagging. Take note, guys. That's how long it should take you to start your next match.
It should be 6-4 for this one. Brian versus Reynald over here.
Wow.
What a bank. Nice.
Don't get behind there. Don't do it.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
Table, where's the love? What did this man do against you?
He's been working so patiently on that whole run all the way through. Man, oh, man.
You hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it
On
here.
that note.
did the other table already? Yeah.
Somebody is racking. I don't know who the players are.
Would you like me while you got this for a second go find out, or you got it? I don't care either way.
I'll go find out.
Find out? Okay, perfect. Well, Reynald is up an unfortunate creek here. I absolutely hate this for him. Absolutely hate this for him. Matthew and Maxime. Matthew is for team The Problem. Maxime, forgive me. Matthew and Maxime. Matthew for team The Problem, and Maxime for team La Machine there.
And
Already starting up on
Matthew
table one.
just broke.
Perfect. We'll switch back over that in just a second here, because right now Mr. Bryan has an opportunity to close out this rack. Not say he will, but if so, their matchup should be done.
I can't believe that leave he caught on the 8-ball.
It was so just hurts your soul after such a great shot.
It does. After a great run. I know we
Mhm.
weren't on that table, but if you were paying attention, if you go back and you watch that stream and you pay attention, it was such a good run.
It really was. He was working hard at it. Nice little back and forth. He's going to end up on the 50-yard line.
Oh.
Hey, he's a little over. This is tough though, but he's gonna. This is essentially a little over 2 diamond away, almost from both sides. Back cut to an extent. The problem
I
is
would just be terrified of scratching.
well, you lose control of the cue ball to an extent, and this table is going to be more than happy to fling it. As I'm saying, fling it. There it goes. It gets
Fling it.
gets flung.
He flung it.
He did. All right, let me update the top team score, guys.
All right, so that gives us a team score of 13-11, tied up. So let's analyze what this means. This means
Both with 1 win, too, right?
we got, what now?
Both with 1 win, if I remember correctly.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, both with 1 win,
Yep.
so that's huge.
Yeah, so 1 win apiece for each team. We are in the first rack here. Brian against Maxime, and they are playing 9-ball first. It is 0-0. La Machine needs to win this match, so Maxime needs to win. So Maxime needs to win. That would put their total, if he did win, up to 18. So the objective then in the Masters match becomes keep the problem below 18, right? Or at 18, because they can tie. They'll win the tiebreaker 2 out of 3. 18 or below. So that means that Maxime can give up 5 racks to Matthew. Actually, not bad odds there.
No, it's not bad at all. It still, for the most part, has to play almost all the way out. And luckily, this is not a bad position to be in here.
Oops.
Now that 4-ball is hidden as can be. 8-ball playing big blocker here. 9-ball's not making a nice, easier one-rail kick here as an option. He can still get it, but he's got to get past that 9 and pretty much hit into that left-hand short rail, and then hit into the 4 afterwards. It's going to be tough. This is a long table distance shot here. Luckily, they're 7-footers they're playing on. Beautiful 7-foot diamonds.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done inching around.
Like that, guys. Y'all will see it from time to time. You're like, is their name moving a little bit? Yeah, we're making
It's
small
something
adjustments.
floating across
Yeah.
the screen.
we like everything to kind of look even and spaced out properly and stuff, and make it look good and professional. So Kelly works really hard at that.
Right down to the millimeter.
Yep, Kelly works extremely hard at that, and I try to be as diligent about it. But every once in a while, I won't even lie. I get so interested in the matchup sometimes I won't even realize. I'm like that score has been like off the page a little bit. Like you can't even tell there's a 0 after the 1 or something like that. Oh, we're gonna get to see our first jump shot.
Ooh, so
This is
since the
tough.
question's about to come in the stream, you can jump in Masters with a jump cue.
Yes, you can.
So that is the only
What a good jump shot too. Ooh.
that is the only difference between the rule in standard formats, 8-ball and 9-ball, and Masters. We do allow jumping in the standard formats, but it has to be with your regular shooting cue, and of course the host location has to approve it as well. But in the Masters format, we allow you to use the specialty cue.
You know, Jim, you bring up a great point on the Facebook side. He told me not to defect to Canada. It's going to be extremely difficult to not do that. The food here is amazing, and the hospitality is absolutely top-notch. I feel loved here. I won't even lie. Nice shot. In shape for the 6.
Well, the Sheraton is definitely showing us a lot of love.
They are.
We haven't really ventured too far out, but
No, I've been out. I've been out today.
Oh,
I
you did?
went to an exchange. I went to the breakfast place as well.
Oh, well,
I was
look
at the
at you.
Starbucks, which it's in the Sheraton, if I'm being
I'll
honest.
speak for myself. It's cold out there, and I don't want to go out there.
Luckily, when you were in the sunlight, by the way, there was like a solid, like, I'd say like a 12-degree difference.
It looked like a beautiful
It was
morning.
gorgeous. It was so crisp out there, and everything was just, the birds were singing. Sorry, I'm getting off here, but it was crazy. I'm getting off subject here. It was just amazing, to say the least. So. Oh, there we go. Very nicely done.
Looks like he'll pick this point up. So this is Maxime shooting right now, picking up the point for La Machine. So he knows his objective here. He knows he's got to win this match, and he needs to hold Matthew to 5 or less. So a good start.
Yeah, this is exactly how you keep that extra pressure. Again, although these guys may be, a lot of them may be 7-9s or towards that tail end of the spectrum here for APA and CPA for skill level. At the same time, I mean, I think I'll even speak for Logan Lane, for instance, from our hometown. For those that don't know him, he's what we call Super 7. He's 7-9. Definitely loved in our area and stuff. And that boy handles pressure phenomenally, but still feels it for sure. And you know, you want to prevent as much of it as possible. This game's so mental.
Maria is telling us that we're enjoying some nice weather for this time of year, and I'll go ahead and take some credit for it. We brought it to you from Florida.
We did. We did. We brought a little sand with us as well, and a little
and
sun.
I'll take it too, because I enjoy Florida and Florida temperatures.
Right.
I love the beautiful scenery that is in and around Montreal. It's just gorgeous, but I could do without the cold.
I don't know what he's going to do about this 3-ball. 2-ball is center table right here. One's not an issue, especially with ball in hand, no matter what. 2 really isn't an issue. It's about the 2 to the 3, but if he can, realistically, if he can figure out that 3-ball out situation without moving the 9 too much, then I think he's got the nice run out here. I really don't see anything else really causing problems, and 6 may be a little bit tougher to get back to after the 5, maybe.
I think he's going for a breakout right here.
He's got to. It's just, it's really.
It seems pretty straightforward too that he'll get it. It wouldn't surprise me.
Hit off the 2 and 9 into the 3, leave the 9 sitting in the pocket. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see any reason that he wouldn't be able to pull that off. I mean, assuming I'm making lots of assumptions based on the fact that this player has a name on a Masters roster. I don't actually know anything about Matthew and his abilities. Actually, is his name 1T? I thought I saw on the roster.
Oh, did I see it wrong? Hold on here.
I maybe know how to spell his name. Maybe.
Oh, it is. Thank you. Sorry, Matthew.
I happened to catch it just because it was a little bit different than the way we would spell it typically.
Matthew, I'm a Tim, and I just like T's.
Oh,
he was going for the combo right there. He didn't even go for the side. Oh, stay out of that pocket.
Oh, man. What a blow.
Yeah, you can't let it drift that close to those pockets. This felt is going to, I call it the hunger. I can't not say it. It's the hunger hippo effect is what it is. It just comes out, jumps out there, and just snags it on up. That's exactly what happens.
I love when we are so off in like hypothesizing what somebody's gonna do.
I just want I thought he had the natural angle, like you said. I really, when you started talking about it, I was like, I feel like I see that just fine. Yeah.
I'm surprised you did that, but I guess there was probably more to it that our non-Masters eyes couldn't see.
True.
Yeah.
True. I definitely do defect to their skill. What a nice combo there. I love whenever you see combos that they just gently let it brush on in.
I mean, that's the only kind of combo that's worth the risk. Because it's the only kind of combo that you could be confident in the layout and the leave afterwards.
Did
that
he
was
just
nuts.
draw that all the way back?
That was
a nice
nuts.
little instant replay here for you, top left-hand corner of your screen right there. What a draw across the entirety of the table. to get back just beautiful shape on that 6 ball.
Holy cow.
I mean, that ball had frequent flyer miles. I cannot believe it.
The delirium is coming, guys. Watch out.
No, y'all wait till we do like an 11 o'clock match or something like that. That's when I hit Kelly and I for sure.
I thought we were closed at 11.
I'm fine with being closed at 11.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding too. I love these matches. These are too much fun.
Yeah, there it is. All right, Maxime. How about it? Closing the gap on the weight he's got to give, because even though it's a race to 7, it's technically not in this match, right? We've already done the numbers. Maxime needs to win and hold Matthew to 5 or less. And so far, so good. 13 to 13.
13-13, that's it.
Lucky number.
Yep.
What's your lucky number, Tim?
17.
17.
Yes.
Why 17?
Because April 17th is my birthday.
Ah, okay.
And anytime I go to the roulette table, I always at least play number 17. It hit one year in Vegas for me too. I was at the quarter machine, and that literally number 17 just, I mean, it was probably within like 30 spins roughly. Hit 5 times. So I was wilding out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that there was a casino here
I didn't either till
till we got here.
till we got here.
Yeah, I didn't know
Several
that.
People were like, "Yeah, there's one like 9.5 hour away."
Yeah,
it's
not
great.
here in the Sheraton, not
Yeah.
here in Montreal in the Sheraton, but apparently here in Montreal, 30 minutes away, there is a casino.
There's so much to
Who
do
knew?
here in Canada. It's
That's because
amazing.
this place
so much
is
fun.
huge.
It is. It is. It really.
I mean, not just Montreal. I mean, you said Canada, but yeah, the whole thing is huge.
I still got to go buy Tim Hortons. Got to go do that for sure.
I feel guilty that I don't know what this is.
Well, it's okay. Because guess what? When we have a break, Kelly, we're going to go walk
Apparently,
into a Tim
there's somewhere I'm
Hortons.
going.
Yeah, we're going to a Tim Hortons. I feel like he's still going to bank this in the top side pocket. But I feel like I just kind of want to like gently hit it in there. It feels like it needs to open up anyways. And I kind of like being towards the bottom half of the table for this 3 ball next.
Ooh.
Oh, defense time. Oh, don't you brush out of there.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
It's got some blockers in the way.
I was like, it just
I
got
think.
all crazy.
Although, no, he's positioning pretty quickly. He must be able to see it.
If he can't, he'll definitely come against that right-hand short rail for sure.
Sure.
It's just a nice little natural angle to it.
And hope for the best at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would have been amazing, a little 2-6-7 combo into the top
Right?
left-hand corner pocket.
I would have planned it that way. I don't know about you, but
Oh, I would have let my opponent and been like, I'll teach you that shot later, don't worry.
I keep forgetting that we're not with a stream crowd that necessarily listens all the time and maybe doesn't know how much we're kidding and making fun of ourselves on here.
Oh, 100% we are. We're Kelly, I don't know if you wish to share, but I will. I'm a skill level 4-5, 4-9 ball, 5 and 8 ball. Hopefully fixing me at 5-5.
I'm
gotta
a
be
super
close.
7.
Kelly's a super 7.
No, I'm not. I'm
All
a
day
5-5.
long. Yeah, she's a 5-5. So we love making the jokes. You'll hear us. Sometimes I like to say like I'm a skill level 12 behind the mic. You know, I won't miss any of these shots and stuff like that.
Exactly. So if you hear us joking, saying that they should have done this or that or whatever, it is all absolutely hypocrisy because we couldn't do it ourselves.
You know, that draw shot that we saw just a little while ago. I don't even know if Florian could help teach me to be able to make that shot as
That
well
was
as he threw
impressive.
that. Like that was, wow. Let me rephrase. I don't even think under these circumstances, with Florian's help teaching me, with the new felt that'll help drive it further anyways and help me out.
Banker
Could I
safety.
do that?
Banker safety.
Safety, 100% safety.
I think he's going for the bank. Nope. I thought he was.
Oh, get past that 3 though.
Thought he was winding up for it.
So we've had some fun safeties here, but they just unfortunately, with so much still left on the table here, they haven't been. I won't say they haven't been executed well. He hit that nicely. It's just because of extra hit off the cue ball of another object ball.
It's
it
hard
still
when
leaves
you
a
got to
little more
clear
open.
so much stuff, and you're trying to create distance, and that's a lot of felt to cover and not run into something.
Mm-hmm. Nice hit. Oh, don't bump that cue ball in.
Oh boy!
Wow. Wow.
Had it not hit it, it may have been heading in that direction.
Yeah, definitely. Can he cut this all the way down, Broccoli? I think he can.
Can't help but laugh at how stupid that statement sounds.
What?
Had he not hit it, it may have been heading in that direction. Well, yeah, it would have been because he wouldn't have hit it. Oh.
He drained that very well.
I thought he was trying for the 9 a little bit too there. Get the sucker moving. That's the thing about Masters and 9-ball is it's a totally different feel than standard format 9-ball, because the general principle here is if you can move that 9-ball, move it, because if it goes in a pocket, you win.
Yep, 100%. 100%. You see them nice little caroms and stuff. Nice back cut right there. Very well played. Perfect shape for the 4. 5-ball sitting here towards the bottom right-hand corner pocket. 6 sitting center of the table, can go wherever it pleases.
I think we're about to see some of that epic draw again. Yep.
Way to call that one, Kelly. You get a fist bump on that one. I like that.
See, I'm a super 7.
I didn't think he was, honestly. I thought he had enough room past the 6 to not have to do that. But I feel like that, I mean, we just saw him do it a moment ago and execute it so perfectly, so why not? If you got the skills, you got the skills.
Accidentally moved ball there is not a foul.
It is. Throwing a yellow flag on the play. I'm just kidding.
Now we're really going to confuse them.
No, it definitely is not a foul. You
It's
just
not a foul.
You confirm with your opponents, move it back where it was. And we've had some interesting questions too. Like we've had people ask, what if there was a ball sitting, right outside of a pocket, basically it's almost in it, like, and you accidentally knock it in. That still gets spotted back where it goes. There, just because it was beside a pocket doesn't change that part of the ruling on it. Laurel's in chat. What's going on, Laurel? I love it.
Hi, Laurel. Lassa in the chat. We aren't on the Florida turf or even the U.S. turf today. We are on the Canada turf in Montreal. If you have just tuned in with us recently, we're watching 2 Canadian Masters teams battle it out. We've got one team here from hometown Montreal and another team. What is it?
Whitby.
Whitby?
W-H-I-T-B-Y. Whitby.
Whitby. And
yeah, we got Ontario versus Montreal. That's what we have. Both Canadians teams, both Masters battling it out.
And we're in a situation where Maxime here is very much so listening to his job and his teammates here, and he needs to win, and he needs to hold Matthew to 5 or less racks in order to win it for his team.
Oh, almost a 9 on the break in the bottom left-hand corner pocket.
Oh, man.
Oh, I would have loved it. We've already seen 2 8 on the breaks already. That would have been brilliant to see another win from the snap there, and this time being a 9-ball.
I can't believe we've seen 2 8 on the breaks already today.
I can't believe it either.
In the first 2 rounds.
Kelly knows how much I love seeing that happen on stream and be able to talk about it and have it. That, like, normally, we get into a tournament out of nowhere, and I'm just like, please, somebody do an 8 on the break. Please, just somebody. I'm begging you. I'll give you $1. like, make it happen. I love seeing it.
I don't know if they're doing patches here or not. I'll have to ask.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That'd be so cool if there are specialty ones too because of this tournament. That'd be bad to the bone. I'll add that to my list of things I want to see for next year. I want to see next year, and I want to see some patches if not. That would be cool.
We were talking earlier about how well they did it, responding to player feedback from last year, and made some really critical improvements to the event this year based on the feedback that they received. First and foremost is there is an entire second floor of tables this year that did not exist last year.
Yes.
So that is definitely a very cool aspect to the event. They've got minis running on another floor. We've got practice tables. There's exhibition tables. There's vendors. There's team photos, team and individual pictures for free, Tim.
Yes, for free. Yep.
For free. Go get your pictures, guys. If you're here, grab your team. Make sure you schedule some time to go over there and visit the photographer and get some nice photos.
Oh, that's not a nice photo right there. Scratching the bottom right-hand corner pocket.
Definitely not. Especially when you're already feeling down. I mean, not just feeling down, but down 3-0. That's not a good feeling.
I just realized I didn't update Matthew's name. It is 1T for Matthew, by the way. Please forgive me. I know I typed it in earlier, but I guess I just didn't hit update.
Oh.
I was about to say, when Matthew needed a run most, like, I know he still only needs overall 5 racks. Or I know, hold on here. If he gets 5, it's 18. Maxine can still get 4. but they both have 1 win. Actually, Matthew's got to get 6 racks.
Does he? Oh.
5 and 4 is possible. Which
Oh,
make
yeah,
18,
because he has to
18.
win. He
has to
can't
win.
tie. Yep.
So forgive me, he's got to get 6 points here. Maxime's still got to get all 7. So it's technically a 6-4 race.
Well, Maxime needs to win and hold Matthew to 5.
Yeah.
If Matthew gets to 6, he wins.
True. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were saying it.
I wonder too. I wonder if 8 ball is Matthew's game. I will see that from time to time, and it blows my mind because I always feel like these guys are so super skilled because of how good they do and stuff, that even though they may have their favorite, that they're just able to handle both sides just fine. But I've seen a complete opposite turn of events where you'll see somebody win, the opponent may win like 1 or 2 9 balls, and the other guy just wins the rest, and so it's like a 6-2 out of nowhere or something crazy, and you're like, man, that's wild. And then it's 7-6, and you're like, wait a minute, weren't you just down to 2 points only? Like, what happened there?
Right.
They're like, 8 ball's my game. I don't know what to tell you, but it's my favorite thing in the world.
I didn't want to comment on it and jinx the shot, but it was interesting there, his stability in his stance.
Yes, it was.
For that shot. So, but hey, whatever's comfortable, whatever works. It's just not the common way that we would see someone's.
Well, and we
setup.
haven't. I'm trying to think. I think we've seen the bridge used only maybe once or twice already. I know one time for sure. But with these being 7-foot diamonds, a lot of people don't have to do any extra like
I would still need
bridges
a bridge.
and. I'm sorry.
I would still need a bridge.
I wasn't
completely.
making fun of you there on it. I promise you I wasn't making fun of you on it.
Oh man, what a tough break. It was a good break until you didn't have a shot on the 2 ball. Can he see it? I don't think so.
I don't think he can even clip that. I wonder if this will give us the. Oh, he's right there. He moved right when I clipped it over.
Nope, that's not going to give us
no,
the
he's not gonna.
angle.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he can. He can
Ooh,
clip it.
Look at
He can
that. Look
clip
at
it.
that.
You see where that 5 is lined up too with that point of view there? He can not only clip it, but because how thin the clip is, he might actually land into the 5, carry him into it.
He might be planning it. I think he's even putting some inside right English on the ball so that he hits it.
This is one of those times, guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't know everybody's skill level in chat for watching this here, but I'm telling you, this is one of those instances that you really need to pay close attention to what he decides to do in this situation. This is one of those that, like, I'm telling you is going to come up. It's kind of like a teacher telling you, like, this will be on the next week's test for you, so, like, know the answer to this question. This is the same situation. Kelly, I am up. I got to leave you.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
good luck there,
Thank
Tim.
you.
You go enjoy the 9-ball side of things.
Will do. Bye, y'all.
All right, you are left with just me hanging out. We are watching here. Maxime shooting at this 2 ball, just had a great break, but unfortunately it didn't leave him much to do with the 2 ball. I think instead of trying to skim that 2 ball like we thought, he just went for the kick. Yep, there it is. Wow, what a nice kick. This is going to be one of those racks where you just struggle and muddle through the whole thing. With your leaves, you come out of the break in a tough position, make the best of it, get something, and now here we are again in a tough position. So unfortunately, when you're in those hard positions, it can be really challenging to hold the cue ball and set it up perfect for the next one. Ooh, and there it is. So there's the reset he needed to get better control of the cue ball on the table. Beautiful shot there on the 3. I think we might be looking at a break and run here. I will go ahead and knock on the wood here, though, so that I don't jinx it, just in case, But. So Tim had to scurry off. He is actually a participant in this event as well. We're pleased to have his services for commentary this weekend. Jacksonville APA providing the streaming service for the Montreal Invitational this year. So he's here providing commentary, but he's also here participating on one of the Jacksonville APA teams that's in the house, representing for 9-ball. We've got a 9-ball team here and a Masters team here. If you're tuning in from Jacksonville APA wondering about our own representation, no idea if those teams will land themselves on the live stream or not. I don't have those answers for you. The gods in the CompuSport world are handling that. So luck of the draw here. What a nice shot, man. And back to not getting the leaves that he wants. Struggling, looking at it, frustrated, but there is still hope there. This is getting harder and harder, though. Unless he's going to do some kind of crazy cross-bank stuff and take the cue ball down the table. I don't know how he's supposed to pocket this 8-ball and then get the cue ball down. I think that's what he was just looking at was the cross-bank option. No. What a shot. Oh, my gosh. Check out that replay again in that corner. He just nails it all the way down and just come back around 3 rails with the cue ball into that side pocket there. Oh, man, that's tough. All right, Matthew picking up the first rack here, his first rack here in this match. Get that updated for you, and that'll take the problem. They're going to go now to 14. Magic number for Matthew to win is 6. If Matthew can get to 6 points before Maxime gets to 7, then we will have a win here for the problem. I'm not sure which is which. I know we got one team out of Montreal and one team out of Ontario, out of Whitby, Ontario. But I'm not sure which team is which. I can't recall. Ooh, got lucky there. Dropped a ball there at the last second. Going to be able to stay at the table. The problem is from Ontario. Thank you for the information. Problem is from Ontario. All right. Looked like he had a wide open break there, but nothing was going to fall. But the very last minute, something. Oh, and La Machine is from Montreal. So we have representation in both in the chat. That's always exciting. Hey, guys, if you haven't already and you're enjoying the stream, especially for those of you who are local, make sure you hit that share button for us. Trying to get the word out that the stream is available. This is the first year this tournament is being streamed. So we want to get that information out to the local audience who might have some interest. We're excited to have some French commentary on the stream a little bit later today. So that'll be kind of cool. Maybe not so significant for those of you who are here, but for our Jacksonville APA viewer base, I'm sure that'll be different and interesting. Hopefully you're able to tune in and catch some of that with us later today. And we'll be streaming all weekend long. So Jacksonville APA Facebook and YouTube channel is where you can find the stream. You can subscribe on YouTube and get notified. And but we'll be streaming all weekend long through Sunday. The finals are happening. Denise is asking about other tables. Right now we only have the cameras set up on these first 2 tables here. So it's luck of the draw of which matches are going to be able to be on the stream table. We don't know yet if any of the Florida or Jacksonville teams will be able to be on there. It's CompuSport assigning tables, so we'll just see where they land. Sorry, guys, getting some questions about how to access the stream and which tables are streaming here in person, too. It's funny, the players walking around the event here, they don't even realize that we're streaming this table yet because one of the cameras is actually mounted above the door that they're coming in and out of. And so they don't even realize that they're walking below it or around it. And it's just not inherently obvious in the room that this is the stream table. What a shot. Beautiful shot there for Matthew to get set up on that 7. I was a little worried about the side pocket for him, but cleared it well, bounced the 7 out. I think we might be looking at a break and run. They're just making the announcement. If you are here in the room listening, they are making the announcement that the Florian Kohler exhibition show is about to get started out there right outside the main tournament room on the 4th floor. There's 2 Predator tables set up out there, and Florian will be doing a show. He's doing one tonight and one tomorrow night. So if you are not here, but you're in the area and you'd like to check it out, come on up tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, 4th floor lobby. There's no tickets or anything necessary. It's just come on out and enjoy. I got to give you this angle just because it's such a cool angle right now. And we're going to go away before someone walks in front of it. All right, Matthew grabbing another point. That was a break and run. And taking the problem to 15, tying it up again. But remember, the tie is not so much the excitement here. The excitement is that Matthew needs to get to 6 or Maxime needs to get to 7. That's the only way we're going to see a winner here for this match. Every point earned in Masters or every rack won in Masters on the table is a point earned for the team. So these teams, in order for La Machine to win, Maxime has to get all 7 points available to him. And for the problem to win, Matthew needs to get at least 6, which would exceed the total amount available to La Machine at this point in the match. Three ball flew on in there for him, and looks like we got some shape there for the 1 ball too. Actually, we got a real nice break with a good looking layout. I think Matthew's probably pretty happy with this. We are still working on getting a full stream schedule for the weekend. We're going to be streaming matches as they start on these 2 tables here. Team matches are being played on 2 tables. So the table here and the one in the background there are being used for a full team match. And we will do our best to stream as many as we can throughout the weekend, but I'm not exactly sure yet what those start times are. Each of the formats being played are running on kind of a different schedule. So finals matches will be played Sunday, I believe, or is when most of the finals matches are. We are going to be working to see if we can't set up a stream schedule that gets as many of those as possible to you. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we might be looking at a second break and run in a row here, which would definitely be a turn of events and probably boost Matthew's confidence a little bit going into the next set. We've got 2 more racks of 9 ball here before we'll switch over to 8 ball. In Masters, you play a set of 8 ball or 9 ball. It doesn't matter which is played first, but you'll play a maximum of 8 9 ball racks and 5 8 ball racks. It is a race to 7. Each rack is a point. Oh, man. Wow. And he had great shape on the 7, too. Heck of a run there. Matthew finishing a break and run, coming back out, looking like he was going to get good shape to get a second break and run. But now Maxime with an opportunity here at the table. I think we're looking at Maxime being out here. Nice and easy bottom right pocket for the 8 ball and knock the 9 in the side. Hey, thanks, Laurel. We've been doing a little bit of work on some of the overlays that we use and thought it was time to bring out some new designs for the Montreal Invitational. There it is, Maxime picking up that point. So we are going to change La Machine to 16 and Maxime to 5. We're getting down to the wire here, figuring out the end of this match. This is only, I'm going to pull up the CompuSport bracket for you and tell you what's going on with these two teams, win or lose, so that if you are invested in either of these two teams, you can follow along. If you want to follow on CompuSport, I'll go ahead and put that link in here for you. You can search by team name or by player name. You can even search by league operator or area. If you're not sure if your league area has any representation here, you can also look at that. But you'll be able to find the participants, see all the brackets, see when they play, see when the payout is, or what the payouts are. All right, let's see. This is a first round match. So this is a first round for both of these two teams. The winner plays again tonight at 9 o'clock, and the losers come back in the morning at 8 a.m. Whoo, I guess we'll be getting going bright and early in the morning. So if you're up early on a what are we, Saturday morning, looking for something to do, something to relax and have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, then tune in with us. We'll be here early getting going. So winners are going to have a little bit of a break before they play another match at 9 o'clock. This is tough. I think he's looking at the, Well, I'm not going to claim to know what he's looking at because I don't know where he's shooting. He could see it the way he's shooting. I can't quite tell. Oh, we're looking at some tricky action. This is where a skill level 5 commentary comes into play. Ball in hand for Maxime. Open table. Let's see what he can come up with. Played that just right to be able to set himself up for a fairly easy combo there on the 4 and the 2. Only real challenge is the deflection of the cue ball and the 2, but I think we're going to see him hit it nice and easy so that the 2 stays relatively close to the pocket. Great speed. Yep. Had a little more angle on it too than I realized, so was able to keep it semi close by. Getting close to that. Whew, he looked a little bit nervous there for a minute, kind of waiting to see, is it going to go? Even got the little bit of angle that he needed here on the 6 ball to make life easier on the 7 ball, which is directly across the table and up against the rail. Always can be challenging to get the shape needed for that in those situations. Well, at least for me, challenging, but he pulled it off no problem. He's got the shape he needs for the 7. Better watch out for some of these side pocket. Yeah. Ooh. I think probably a little concerned about that. Bringing the cue ball back to the top side pocket there. Having to get my brain around that, the side pocket being the top. Normally we're streaming, we've got the table oriented the other direction. So a little bit of a brain shift. I like that Matthew's approaching this kind of calm, cool, collected, and like, let me just get my bearings here. Figure out my plan. Not that it's a difficult run, but to even approach the table and still be considering the plan and the speed and just paying real close attention, not taking it for granted. beautiful shot there. Some draw to get back on the 9. And I think we are going to be looking at another point. Keeping it close. Matthew making it 16 points for the problem to tie up La Machine, also at 16 points. But again, we are looking for a score. Matthew to 6 or Maxime to 7 wins it. Wins it for the team. We were talking earlier about some of the requirements for teams to enter this event in the 8-ball and in the 9-ball events going on this weekend. Those did have roster requirements related to the fall 2023 or spring 2024 sessions. Teams were required to have at least 4 original members from one of those 2 sessions, and local league areas maybe had different stipulations or more restrictive stipulations, but that is what the event allowed. For the Masters teams, and I believe the ladies as well, they did not have to come from any kind of established division team. Those were able to be formed just from members who met the minimum match criteria within the league area. So I don't know if these teams play together regularly or if these teams got put together for this tournament specifically. But I want to say there is a bracket of 24 Masters. Let me double check that. Yes, 24 Masters teams started out the tournament. Winner of this is going to be going on at 9 o'clock, and they have an opponent waiting already that had a bye this round. It will be Shooterville Snipers, which looks like they are also a team from Ontario. And if you're wondering what happened, we have switched over to the 8-ball set. So in Masters, we play a maximum of 8 racks of 9 balls. So we ended the 9-ball set 3 to 5, and now we're switching over to 8-ball, and they'll play up to 5 racks of 8-ball or whatever it takes for one player to win. You choose the game. The players will start by flipping a coin. Or lagging, and the winner of that coin flip or lag chooses whether they would like to break first or pick the game. So the other player, they'll choose either break or game, and then the other player gets to do the opposite. Oh, unfortunate scratch there right there. Maxime looking to do a little work on the only kind of problematic area on the table with ball in hand opportunity. And really clearing that out kind of takes care of it. That's the only kind of problem that exists. So as long as he plays this well and doesn't get hooked anywhere, then everything goes somewhere right now. This is the only point that I'm wondering. I think he goes ahead and takes the 15 now, but I think he's going to end up needing to take one of them all the way down. Yeah, he's looking at that path there for the 14 to take it all the way down and leave himself a side shot to take the last ball for the setup on the 8. Get a little better idea of the angles here that he's working with. Coming right off, coming back around. And I don't think he got quite as far back as he wanted to. I think he wanted to be a little bit closer to that center dot so he could follow right on through. Goodness, I think he might be lining up for the back cut here. Almost. Not one way to do it. Multiple ways to finish out the rack. Maxime pocketing the 8. One rack away from bringing home the win on the hill. So we either need to see Maxime pick up one more rack or Matthew win 3. 3 more racks for Matthew would result in the problem reaching the required number of racks to exceed Maxime's potential there. Oh, did I scored that wrong. My mistake. My mistake. 16. The problem has 16 and La Machine has 17. There you go, guys. Sorry about that. Something's not adding up here as I'm telling you the scenarios. Turns out it's me. Looking at stripes, dropped a stripe on the break. Taking a look at the 9 ball here to get it out of that area. It's currently oriented towards that top right corner pocket. And that top right corner pocket is pretty well guarded by the 4 ball and the 8 ball. And I think Maxime very wisely went ahead and moved that out with an opportunity. So now he's not trying to play that into the pocket, potentially blocking the 8 ball for the future or knocking it in accidentally or something. Although unlikely at this level of play, but I would certainly do it. Oh, maybe a little too far getting crowded up there. Yikes. I don't know that he can see a whole lot. I don't think he can see around the 10 ball into the 15 there. You can see the 8 up in the corner there. The 14 ball is definitely having some trouble. Defense, a nice defense too. Forcing Matthew to think real hard about taking the 5 ball somewhere. I'm not sure if it goes in the side. It might go right on by that 1 ball into the side pocket there. Trying to look over at my monitors here to see the angle, and I think it's a lot more difficult than it might look on the screen. I kind of like this version right now. Makes it look real feasible. Everybody on the sidelines back here kind of like circling around trying to see what goes.
In 9 ball for still level 6, there's one opening for 7:30. 9 ball still level 6, one opening at 7:30. 9 ball 7s, 8s, and 9s. Starting at 8 o'clock, there's 8 openings still. 9 ball still level 7, 8s, and 9s. Starting at 8 openings. 8 ball still level 7, 8:30 start time, 4 openings. 8 ball still level 7.
If you're here in the room, it sounds like there's quite a number of openings for Mini Mania signups. They're calling out what's still available on the boards if you want to get signed up for Mini Manias. I think that's going on down on the 3rd floor of the Sheraton here in Montreal. If you're in this neck of the woods, Mini Manias are open to any APA players. You don't have to be participating in this event to come play. All you need are 20 matches in the last 2 years to participate. 20 matches in APA in a single format, APA or CPA in a single format. It is a tense mood around this table now, getting down into the wire here. Maxime only needing this one rack to win, and Matthew still needing 3 more. It is quite a tense environment around here. You can even see it in the way that they're playing. They've kind of slowed down. There's a lot more analysis. They're getting into the nitty-gritty of it. And more defense. Defensive shot right back there. Getting the 1 ball out, but really not leaving Maxime a whole lot of options here. I don't think that 15, you can't see that to make that in the side pocket. He can see the 14 down there, but that at least for this skill level 5 commentator, that 8 ball sure does make me nervous if I'm shooting at the 14. I feel like I'm going to come right off the 14 ball and drive right into the 8 and pocket it. The 3 might even help me. It's definitely not on my team, I know that much. He is lining this up. Oh, nice try there. I do agree with the choice to stay away from the 15, or the 14, but that was a nice effort on the 15 to bank that ball. Thought he could see enough of it, maybe. Matthew taking a minute to plan out the run here. I think now is the time for him to use this 5 ball to get some shape on the 1 maybe, which got tied up in Maxime's last shot. Got tied up over there. And he got it out, yeah. And now he has options. Now that he got that 1 ball out, this is important for Matthew to try and keep the cue ball tight, keep it in position, not lose control of the table. He's got an open table here. He's got things he can work with. The 6 ball is the only thing causing him just a tiny bit of concern. Looks like he's going to handle it now. But as long as he stays on top of it, the scary part of this rack is now that everything's opened up, if Matthew's not at the table, then Maxime most likely would have an out, although he's got that 14 ball to still work with down there. I thought it was the 14. It might be the 12. Oh, oh man. And that is game, guys. That was an 8 out of turn. Definitely didn't see that coming, but that puts Maxime at 7 and La Machine at 17. La Machine at 17, which is the magic number in this match today. I'm sorry, La Machine at 18, which is the magic number in this match today for the win. So La Machine is going to advance on their next match. Shooterville Snipers tonight at 9 o'clock. And the Problem has a chance to recoup, and they will come back tomorrow morning and play at 8 a.m. They'll play one of the losers of tonight's round. So they're sitting out, hanging out, and waiting. I appreciate you guys chiming in with us. I'm gonna pan out and let you guys get a good shot of the room here, see what it is that this place looks like. This is just one section here. If I turn too much, you guys are gonna get a very crooked view of the room, but I'll go ahead and give it to you a little bit. Remember, we talked about this. Just tilt your head. Tilt your head. It's okay. But here is the room here. You can see good energy, lots of people hanging out, having fun here in Montreal. We're at the Le Centre Sheraton, downtown Montreal. It is a beautiful atmosphere, gorgeous weather outside, excited players in the room. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out here too so you can get the full effect of what we're looking at. There we go. I'll leave this up. I'm going to go explore and see when we're going to be able to put another match up here. The match schedule is different depending on the format. So I'm going to leave this running. Please stay with us. We'll be here all weekend long. Subscribe to the Jacksonville APA YouTube channel so you'll get notified when we are live again. I'm going to leave this up and find out the match schedule. We'll be back with you guys here shortly. right, guys, we don't have any matches scheduled on these tables until 9 o'clock tonight. So we're going to go ahead and stop the stream. And then once 9 o'clock comes, we'll get back going for you. I don't know what we will be streaming yet. Those tables have not been assigned, but there are Masters, 8-ball, 9-ball, or ladies to choose from. So it's going to be a surprise, but at 9 o'clock tonight, I will see you back here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Jacksonville APA, Facebook and YouTube is where you can find it. We're here all weekend long. Stick with us. We'll see you back here in a little over an hour.